What's up guys, FM Campbell here and welcome to episode number 6 of the Aston Villa series that we currently got going on the channel. So let's get straight into it. I don't want to dilly-dally because it's been a little bit of a busy window. Obviously it's been the transfer window that's just gone through, but we don't have any money and we haven't had any money for a while. So we've had a couple of things going on. Like I said in the previous episode, they gave us a chance to change our season expectations. We actually went against it and just kept it as a mid-table finish as a target, just because the actual increase in finances didn't really affect us too much in regards to transfer budget and wage budget. So we just kept it the way it was because we didn't want to come towards the end of the season, take a target of Europa League, and then we actually finish 8th and don't get it, and actually potentially jeopardise our position. All the details about that is in the previous episode. The link is in the description to that if you want to check that out before proceeding with this one. Feel free to do so. Let's get straight into it. We left you after the Everton result, and we actually continued our winning streak against Leicester at home at Villa Park. We beat them 2-1. Zapata again with another goal, and Sissoko with the second. Kramaric scoring theirs for their consolation. Robert Hoof was sent off in the 74th minute. So nice 2-1 win, 3 more points. And then we stumbled at the first hurdle in the FA Cup. We were beat 2-0 by Blackburn. Actually getting revenge off us after beating them in the Capital Cup quarter-final. A little bit disappointed with that actually. The board weren't too pleased, but especially as we were lost to a team that's essentially in the division below us. So they weren't too happy about that, but it kind of evens out at the moment with our Premier League form and how we're doing in the league. But yeah, 2-0. Jordan Rhodes with both the goals, one of them from the spot, beating us 2-0 and knocking us out of the FA Cup in the third round. So, I mean, we then had to sort of concentrate on other competitions. We played Southampton away and beat them 3-1, a really, really good result. Kieran Clark, Zapata again, and Zogbia scoring for us. And it was actually Filip Juricic scored for Southampton to make it 3-1. But yeah, comfortable result. A little bit annoyed not to get a clean sheet, but we did get one in the next game against Hull at Villa Park. Just a cheeky 1-0 win. Kieran Clark with 2 in 2, getting it and getting his second in 2 games and scoring the only goal in the game to beat Hull 1-0. So another 3 points, clean sheet, which is good. We then played, as predicted, Man City in the Capital One Cup, where we were beaten, like I said, as predicted, 2-0 in the first leg and 2-1 in the second leg. Matt Lowton was sent off in the first leg, unfortunately, with Vincent Kompany and Steven Jovetic, both from corners, both headed in from a corner, which is a bit of a shame. So just set pieces that maybe we should have worked on. Then we played Man City again, obviously in the second leg, 2-1 this time. Aguero and then Dzeko, and then Shamal got a 78th minute consolation goal, and it actually meant that they beat us 4-1 on aggregate over the 2 legs. So we were out of the FA Cup and we were out of the Capital One Cup. So the cup competitions are just, that's it, they're done. A bit of a shame, bit unfortunate, but we can now solely progress and concentrate on the league, and we did so in great fashion. Revenge on Man City, just like Blackburn did to us. Although they knocked us out of the Capital One Cup, we beat them in the league. We beat them 2-1. They haven't actually beaten us in the Premier League as of yet. We drew 1-1 previously. Zapata with both of the goals, and Aguero got their consolation goal. One of the Zapata goals was actually from the penalty spot, which is good, but Zapata is on fire, absolutely on fire. 17 starts, 12 goals, not too bad for Villa, and he's just keeping Benteke out of the team. Benteke's been having a little of a moan left, right and centre, getting the rest of the players down every now and then. So he has, as you can see, a slight concern already. So I don't really know what to do with him yet. He is wanted again as well. This is one of the reasons why. This time with Newcastle. His value is decreasing though. That's the only thing about him not being played. So I might jump on the fact of it, jump on his value at the moment. Unfortunately, no one wanted him in January, which is a little bit annoying. But we do have another day in the transfer window. Deadline day is tomorrow, so stay tuned for the next episode to find out about that one. A little bit of details as to what happens on deadline day. But yeah, so relatively busy period game-wise, obviously over the Christmas period in the previous episode, and then the January period as well. So let's have a look a little bit into detail of the squad and what our outlook is to be, and what our plan in the long term is to happen with some of the players. Now, a little bit of insight. Brad Gujan I am a fan of, but he's worth a little bit of money. He's 30 years old, he's on 30 grand a week. So come the summer, might look to offload him if, and I mean if, we can find a strong and cheap young goalkeeper. If we can find a half decent young goalkeeper, I'm thinking of the likes of Mattia Perrin, maybe an Oblak. Oblak will be out of our price range, but that sort of player, but for cheap, maybe if he comes on the transfer list or something. Yeah, I'll probably opt to do that. Cash in on Brad Gujan before he gets any poorer, or before his values and things like that deteriorate. I'd rather cash in on him. So we'll see what will happen in the summer. Jed Steer, I think, will remain our backup keeper for a while. He's just at a half decent level. Still 22. English also helps with our homegrown status of players in the registration. Zimmerman, to be honest with you, he's not good enough, but he was very, very cheap. Obviously, at the beginning of the season, we got him for 85k as a backup right back. I would prefer to have got a better right back, but there just was nothing available in the first window. So Matt Lowton stayed, and we actually, if you remember, offloaded Alan Hutton, who was on high wages. And to be honest with you, Matt Lowton, he's doing okay. But Zimmerman in the long run, probably look to loan him out, maybe sell him on in the future for a little bit of profit. We'll see what happens, but he's only on £4 a week, so it's not too essential. Ali Sissoko, he's been very, very good for us. Not doing too badly at all, to be honest with you. But 8 million, 27-year-old left back, not that great according to the assistant. Probably look to offload him. Obviously, Marcus Alonso is only on loan at the moment, so he'll definitely go at the end of the season. We'll probably look to replace him with someone a little bit better. Maybe a loan deal, maybe a youngster. Maybe we'll get a good youth player on the regen day. That's something to what before I go any further. I've been approaching players on regen days around the world. Recently we had the Brazilian one, and unfortunately there's just no one that wants to sign. And anyone that does want to sign, we can't afford because the finances are poor. But we'll go into the finances shortly. Ron Vlaar signed a new deal. He's now with the club until 2019. I did this for solely one reason. He's only on £8 a week more. I did it for solely one reason. I want to sell him and I want to make some money on him. I don't want to let him go for free at the end of the season. So if I could maybe get 5 mil for him at the end of the season, well, I will do. But he just hasn't been good enough. Last game 6.78, considering we've been winning games as well. He's just been poor, and especially as his captain. It rolls off onto the rest of the team. Balanta will stay with the club for a couple of years, although not in great form and injured at the moment. Obviously, everyone knows what Balanta turns out to be. Horace Okore has actually been not too bad. I mean, look at his last 5 games, 7.26 average rating. His heading is getting better. I don't know if any of you know with Horace Okore. At the beginning of the game, his heading is 10. So yeah, a 6-foot centre back that can't header a football is never a good thing. But he's on £30 a week as well again, so we'll see what we do with him. Might keep his back up, don't know. Kieran Clark is back up at the moment, but he has been playing. I've been getting him playing games. His value's not going up, so there's no point in selling him at the moment. He's only on £20 a week, but look at that average rating in the last 5 games, 7.54. So not too bad. It's good rotation, especially as Vlaar and Balanta are currently injured. So our only choice of centre backs at the minute are Okore and Clark. So I think we'll be forced to keep him. Carlos Sanchez, I just can't get this guy to play. I definitely want to cash in on him soon. Obviously, he's signed at the beginning of the season. I probably would have sold him if he had already been at the club for a while. Because he's only just signed, I actually opted to keep him. Well, I was pretty much forced to keep him. But look at this. Average rating is 6.58 in the last 5 games, 6.62 over the season, over the 10 games that he's played. He's 28 years old, supposed to be a really good defensive midfielder, and he's just been poor. So I'll probably look to sell him. But these two guys, Gaston Gil Romero and Lucas Romero, the Romero brothers, they're not brothers in real life, have been absolutely unreal for us. Obviously, it's dropped recently as with the loss against Man City. Bit of a shame, and obviously the Blackburn result as well, so out of both cup competitions. But these two guys have been ridiculously good for us. Great servants so far. Obviously rotating with other players. Lucas Romero, probably one of my favourite players on FM at the moment. But yeah, the two Romero brothers, absolutely awesome buys. Very, very cheap in wages as well. Great big futures with them. They're obviously very young in 21 and 20. So plenty of potential and a great future for them ahead with Villa. So yeah, Ashley Westwood, I did try to sell him at the beginning. Unfortunately, no one wanted him. But But yeah, probably look to sell him in the future. He's not good enough. But at the minute he's good backup, he's good rotation, plays in the lesser games if we need him. Delph, really like Delph at the moment. He's been doing really well. 7.28 average rating over the season so far, over the 14 games that he's played, so not too bad at all. I really like his physicals, although they've dropped slightly, as you can see there. But yeah, just a good all-round central midfielder that can play sort of a versatile, different roles. His versatility is really high in different roles, so yeah, I quite like him. I weirdly like Bakuna. He performs well. He's sort of a 50-50 player. He's only young. Didn't realise he was young, but the cover at right back is really, really handy, especially if Zimmerman or Matt Lowton are injured, which is handy. But we have got quite a big squad. Now, you're probably noticing the next player in the list, Marco Verratti. Look at him. And yes, we have signed Marco Verratti for Aston Villa. He went on the transfer list, but guess how much? Bearing in mind his value's at £9 million. Now you're probably wondering where we got the £9 million from. He's actually over a period of time. I don't know how to show you this. I'm not too sure. Where is it in here? No, it's actually over a period of 48 months. So we've gone a little bit of a gamble. I think we've paid something like 1.5/2 million up front, and then the rest over 48 months. Now outgoings, a couple of things happened. Kieran Richardson went for £1 million. He went to Crystal Palace. Finally got rid of him, thank God. He was rubbish. I didn't want him at all at the club, anywhere near the club. But yeah, Kieran Richardson went for £1 million. That helped us out with the Verratti deal. He was on 20 grand a week as well with us. Mosquito has also gone on loan. He's only on 6.5k. I'm going to try and pronounce that. And Tom Leggett has obviously gone to Boreham Wood. There's the signing, the Verratti signing. 9 million. It's absolute coup. Properly a massive coup for the club. Getting him in and getting him to join. Enrique obviously signed. And he now has a work permit. He's on loan at Belenenses. I think I pronounced that correctly. So we'll probably look to get him back. He will probably be the backup left back if we can find a new one. So he'll probably replace Marcos Alonso in the long term. Might recall him actually. See what happens and what we decide to do with Marcos Alonso. But yeah, not a bad little signing actually. I was quite chuffed. I'm quite proud of myself getting a player like Marco Verratti's stature. I mean, look, he's going to be so good. He's still only 22 years old. He's an advanced playmaker. And he actually came straight into the squad and got his first assist as well. So yeah, straight into the squad and got an assist for us. He hasn't scored a goal yet, but in his first game he got an assist. So I was quite pleased with that. I can't remember what game it was. What game was it? I think it said something like... was it this game? Southampton game? Yeah, it wouldn't have been this game. Yeah, Southampton game. Verratti. I'm sure it was in the first game. Let's have a look. Where are you? I'm always 100% sure. Assist. Where are we? Marco Verratti, there we go. One assist in his first game. So yeah, what a buy that is. Absolute worldie. That is the sort of target and the sort of standard I'm trying to set myself when I'm approaching players. So I'm holding out for good players. I don't want to go and get youngsters that are going to take 2 or 3 years to bed into the team. No, I need some players that are cheap and they're going to come straight in and perform for us straight away. But yeah, let's move on. Simao. He will obviously leave at the end of the season. He's too old. His physicals are terrible. Jack Grealish will stay with us probably for the most of his career unless we can make a big, hefty fee for him from one of the bigger clubs. Joe Cole, I'm trying to get rid of him, trying to do absolutely anything to get rid of him. Loan, transfer, whatever, I just want rid of him, especially as he has another year on his contract. So hopefully we can get rid of him in the summer. Tried in January but couldn't get rid of him at all. And Zogbia will definitely probably look to get rid of him, considering he's on 48 grand a week at the moment. His contract runs out next year, so come the summer, we'll try to make some money on him. Carlos Gil, I'm unsure what to do about him. I've been playing him on the left a little bit as an inside forward, or on the right as an inside forward. I might loan him out in the long term, just because I don't want to sell him, not until I can get 10 mil plus at least for him. But yeah, I don't know what to do about him. Let me know what you think. Javier Saviola, probably looked, obviously he'll go at the end of the season. His contract's still 2017, but he is old. His stats are deteriorating. He's not playing much at the moment, and he does want to leave. So we'll probably look to cash in if we can. Maybe get like, I don't know, 200 grand out of him or something like that, and sort of balance the books for what we paid for him. Benteke, as I said, still moaning, still wanted by a club. He's wanted by Newcastle at the moment, as I said. Probably will look to sell Benteke, but that's only if we can find another striker. Duvan Zapata, I would really like to sign him. He's on loan from Napoli at the moment, but the problem with Zapata is he will fail to get a work permit at the moment, so I can't sign him permanently. I've tried to get him. I could have got him for 3.8 million in the January window, but unfortunately he can't get a work permit. So I'll probably have to leave him in Italy for a while to play for Napoli, and then go back in for him. But he might decrease by then. So a little bit of a concern, a little bit of an and ahhing going on with Zapata as what to do. Under 21s, pretty much all out on loan. There's loads of them in there. Loads of them on big wages as well. We've got Darren Bent on 65 grand, pretty much all that we're paying for. I've offered him out for 0. No one wants him at the moment. Tonev, we'll probably try and make some money on him. He's on 27 grand a week. His value's 5 million. So there is great potential in here. If I insert the cut, can I add value? Yes, I mean, Helene is 6.25, Vyman 5, Tonev 5, Zumar that we signed on a freeze 4.5, Senderos at 4. So there's money to be made looking down this list, and obviously the wages are huge for a lot of these players as well that are just poor. So hopefully we can make a lot of money come the summer. Let me know what you think I should do in the comment section below. Also, one of the things that allowed us to make the Verratti deal is you'll notice that I didn't bring up or talk about Tom Cleverley. We actually sent him back, and the reason being for this is we were paying him a lot of money, and we'd just signed Verratti, or we were gambling on where we'd be able to afford Verratti, and we're paying the same amount for Verratti as we were wages wise for Cleverley. So that just gives you sort of an outlook as to how much we were paying Cleverley to be on loan to us from Man United. So fortunately we could send him back, and that also helped fund the Verratti deal massively. So it was the loan out of Mosquito, the sending back of Tom Cleverley, obviously the sale of Kieran Richardson for $1 million as well. So the three of them actually allowed us to sign Verratti, which is an absolutely unbelievable achievement for us. The balance is still only at $1 million, so we're still just in the green or in the white, and the projecting balance is still 7.32 million. Obviously that's based on the league position. Hopefully the sponsorship will come in next year, and the TV performances will keep flooding in towards the end of the season. So yeah, but that's pretty much it. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else that's happened. Yeah, we've done the double over City. We actually got Manager of the Month, believe it or not. Manager of the Month this month, so that wasn't too bad. That was good for us. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, next episode will be coming very soon. The consistency of these episodes will continue to be as high as they are now, so every couple of days. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you have, feel free to leave a like. I really can't stress enough how much I want to get you guys involved, so get your comments in below in the comment section. And yeah, feel free to subscribe if you like the content. If you don't, that's fine. Thanks for watching anyway. My name is FM Campbell. I'll see you guys soon. Cheers.